man, it's really a trust issue. And am I really going to trust God that He really is who He says He is? He's really going to do what He says He's going to do. My name is Brandon Sparks, and I'm on staff at Better Life Church. And man, honestly, a lot of times it's hard being on staff at a church, but also dealing with real life things.
I'm Sydney. I'm a student at Morehead State University, and I've been going to Better Life Youth for probably 5 years before I started as an intern. And burdens kind of came into my life in my early teens.
Man, some of the burdens that I carry, some of the bigger ones, because honestly I carry a lot, is anxiety. I have panic attacks. I've went through seasons of depression and, man, worry, honestly.
You know, I carried some pretty heavy depression for a really long time. It was the center of my focus for about 4 years or so, and it spiraled into other things.
You start to even judge yourself. Man, am I really living right? Am I doing something? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? God, help me see, help me grow in you. I think a lot of times it's harder to hand over than what you would think. You feel like it's either too small or too big, or man, God doesn't care, or it's too much for Him to bear. Not only that, but it's almost like it has become who you are. That is so much further than the truth.
There was a point of like, you know, God, this is a broken world, and I know things are going to come with that I don't understand. And if depression is one of them, then if you would walk with me, that's all I ask.
A lot of times we are being set free from them, and they're really not weighing us down as much as what we think. And Jesus is saying, hey, cast them to me, cast them to me. I'm here, I'm here.
He's definitely brought a lot of people into my life that aren't afraid of vulnerability. I feel like that's where you really kind of find strength in numbers and strength in your walk, is when you're able to be vulnerable with others and when you're able to just break down before the people.
Man, are you willing to replace that lie that the enemy has put in your head, that, hey, you're alone, you're the only one going through it? Say, no, I know the truth. I'm never alone. Jesus isn't gonna let me walk through this by myself. And yes, He's always there, but He's also surrounded me with people who are dealing with real life things as well, that wanna talk, that need you as well. So you become stronger, you become better together.
Your burdens don't take away from God at all. Like, your burdens aren't something that makes God care about you any less. They don't mean that you have any less faith in God. They're just a part of being human.
Just because they keep showing up doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. It doesn't mean that we didn't hand them over to Jesus. It just means that, man, I really need to fix my focus again.
It's a life that's focused more and more onto God every day. It's one that's focused on what God plans to do with me and the people around me in the future. I don't have to worry about myself anymore. That's God's job. Like, He wants me to cast everything onto Him.
It doesn't mean that it will be easy. It doesn't mean that they won't rise up. It means that it will be better, knowing that, man, at the end of the day, whenever I lay my head down, my life is better because of Jesus, that I don't have to do this on my own.